So let me quickly show you how you can compress your Afrobeat drums without any form of confusion. So let's dive in quickly. So let's take a listen to this drum. This is one of my favorite compressors that I use on drums. Most of you already know my pattern. What do I need this drum to sound like? How do I want this drum to sound? That's the first thing you should ask yourself. Let's take a listen one more time. Now, I kind of feel the drum is not tied to my taste. That's the perception I have playing it with other instruments. At the end of the day, I'm going to play it with other instruments, so just stick around. I feel it's too open, so I want to use this compressor to sort of create space. I want it to be a bit short. I feel it's too long, it's wobbling, like it's pumping. I want it to be tight. I want to retain the transient a bit. This is what I want to use this compressor to achieve already. So I have already achieved the purpose in my head. Now I just want to actualize it. Now, so let's go. That is the perception you should have before doing anything. My settings for drum is I go with 30, which is very slow attack, and I start with 12. Stick around, I'm going somewhere. So what you want to do is to compress out of proportion so that you can hear what the compressor is doing to your drum. You don't just compress and want to use your head to figure out, oh, is it okay? No, it's not okay. You compress out of proportion, you over compress, so to say, then you listen to what the compressor is doing. Once you get it right and you feel, oh, I think this is the right settings for me, then you dial it back. So watch me do it. So you go. I feel the release is too long, so it's kind of clamping down the rest of the instrument that will come faster, like the shaker, the hi-hat. So let's bring it down and play. Okay, so I think I'll go with 1. 30 attack, then 1 release. So which is slow attack and very fast release. So now let's begin to dial it back until we are satisfied with what we can hear. Good. This is the perfect settings. This is the perfect place for this threshold to me, with what I can hear from my speakers. Because I've actually compressed some couple of dB, so I would need to compensate for the gain. Okay, it's kind of quiet, so let's go. Let's take it. Perfect. So 1.5 dB makeup gain is perfect. So it kind of compensates with the volume we've compressed. So now I'm going to play it like I promised with the rest of the instrument to see how it translates now. Let's play with the rest of the tracks and see how it translates now. I want to bypass it. I brought it back. So it stands out. It's no longer, too long. With these settings, I've actually created space for other instruments for it to be punchy and, cut through the mix. When you hear the word creating space, it doesn't necessarily mean reverb, delay, and what have you. Sometimes you could use compressor to create space. The drum is not kind of tight, as opposed to, having this long tail, pumping. So it's not tight, it's not consistent across the mix. Let me reenact it. Do not copy and paste. These settings might not work with your drum. It's just a guide. That's how I teach. It's just a guide.